So this is a very short sequence that will help you with lower back pain and all of the back, because it strengthens the muscles that go all around the spine. If you ever wake up and you can't move, that happens sometimes, do two things. Do only the first 2 exercises of these 7, and then look at your finances, because it turns out that stress due to finance will make the mind, who's really smart, shortcut certain blood circulation into the supporting muscles for the back, so that you think that you're having back pain when in reality there are some financial issues. That was a theory written by Dr. Sarno, whom you should read, is great. But if it's just for prevention, these 7 poses are extremely important, and they're backed by science. I'll tell you as we go what doctor recommended which one. It's very short, about 10 minutes, and you can do it daily to prevent any kind of back pain. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for visiting. Start laying down and perhaps put your forehead on top of your hands. What we're going to be doing is a 3-part breathing. So just adopt this position, comfortably lay down, and start breathing in 3 parts. And by that I mean you'll breathe first, don't look at me, just stay there, but first through the abdomen, pause, then inhale with the rib cage, pause, then the chest, pause, and then exhale with the chest, pause, exhale with the rib cage, pause, exhale with the abdomen, and you rest. So do it with me. This is a breathing part. So inhale 1 part with the abdomen, pause, inhale with the rib cage, pause, inhale with the chest, pause, count 1, count 2, and now exhale with the chest, pause, exhale with the rib cage, pause, exhale with the abdomen, and you rest. Inhale with the abdomen, pause, inhale with the rib cage, pause, inhale with the chest, pause, 2, relax the mind, exhale with the chest, pause, exhale with the rib cage, pause, exhale with the abdomen, and you rest. Don't worry about getting it right, just go with inhale with the abdomen, pause, inhale with the rib cage, pause, inhale with the chest, pause, and we hold, let the mind go, exhale with the chest, pause, exhale with the rib cage, pause, exhale with the abdomen, and you rest. And now simply breathe normally. This allows the body to start breathing right, which is usually one of the causes of back pain. We now bring the elbows and the forearms onto the floor for a very simple Cobra position. So my elbows are aligned with the shoulders, the chest is leaning forward, but the back, the hips, the legs, they are completely relaxed. This is an exercise suggested by Dr. McKenzie for whenever you have lower back pain. You breathe here. Remember how we've been breathing deeply and slowly, that's the key. And you can stay here longer. If you ever wake up and your back has gone, this is the go-to exercise. So we stay here for 2, 3, as many counts as you want. Once you learn the sequence, then you can simply stay in this very basic Cobra pose. We're going to go into the 3rd pose now, and so what I'm going to do is bring the hands next to the chest, and that is going to force the upper part of the back to engage a little bit more, because I don't have the support of the forearms in the front. So this is good. Breathe here, leading with the chest forward, relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the neck, relax everything that doesn't have to be involved, but do engage the upper muscles of the back, and breathe here. Breathe deeply. Very good. And you stay here maybe for 3, 4, 5 very, very conscious breaths. So you can use the Ujjayi breath that has sound for a long inhale and a long exhale. And now we're going to go into Shalabhasana part 2, where you bring the palms of the hands onto the floor right next to the waist, and we lift also the legs up from the floor, so we are resting the whole of the body weight onto the stomach. This is the exercise that the Mayo Clinic recommends for curing or preventing back pain. What do you know, yogis have been doing it for millennia. So here the important thing is relax the shoulders. The forward part of the body is leading with the chest. There is no tension or strain in the neck or face. The legs are together and engaged. The only thing on the floor is the belly. And it may be uncomfortable at first, but if you're breathing, inhale, long exhale, long inhale, long exhale, and then rest a second here. We're going to try it one more time because this exercise is very beneficial. So take a cleansing breath here, and we're going to do it one more time. Inhale and come up. If you can let go of the palms, then do that too. It gives it a little bit of an airplane feeling that I happen to enjoy. But the point is really to get all the muscles that support your back to activate together with the breath. That's the genius of yoga. You're activating the muscles that support from the bottom to the top of the spine while breathing deeply. So breathe. Relax the neck, shoulders away from the ears, relax the face, and go onto the floor and relax. Very good. Now from here I'm going to transition through by coming onto a simple all fours position. So take a breath here in all fours. And then transition further onto a down dog. Down dog is an amazing pose. So you can walk the dog here a little. Make sure that the root of the index finger is going into the mat, otherwise you can hurt your wrists. The wrist crease is aligned with the front of the mat. You're breathing slowly and deeply even as I talk. Stomach is slightly in. The tailbone is aiming towards the ceiling, while the heels, as you're walking the dog, are aiming towards the floor. At some point you can let that go and just stay in down dog. Shoulders away from the ear, stretching that, feeling the length of the back on this one. Breathing. Good. And from here we're going to take a very simple walk so that we come into a somewhat of a forward bend. So knees are bent for now, the feet are hip distance apart, and you are sort of like at the top of your fingers. The neck is completely relaxed as well as the face. So we're counterbalancing now all the back bending towards the back, the extension of the front of the body that we did in the beginning. So relax here and grab your elbows so that you can feel even more of a relaxation in this forward bend, standing forward bend. The knees are bent, but the more you can straighten them and engage the quadriceps, the better. The stomach is always in, and the key, as you guessed it, is to breathe deeply and slowly. And relax here. And one more time. Good. Now, very slowly we're going to come up, vertebra by vertebra, very, very slow, inhaling. Bend the knees so that you have more support. And very slowly, the head is the last thing that is going to come up. So very, very slowly come up all the way to standing. Stomach slightly in, chest open, shoulders relaxed, hip feet distance apart, equal balance between the feet. And from here we're going to do again a stretching of the front of the body. And this exercise you should really do every hour, really, especially if you sit in a computer or you drive a lot. So you put your hands on the lower back and root your feet on the earth. Engage the quadriceps and then think of going forward on the inhale with the chest. Go forward with the chest a bit. And on the exhale, with the legs very rooted, go down, meaning that you're bending backwards as far as you can go, and breathe here. It's difficult to breathe there. So learn to breathe here slow and carefully, and then inhale to come up. Inhale to come up is the trick, is the counterintuitive thing that yoga offers, because it gives you the strength of the inhale to come up. We'll try it one more time. The legs are firmly rooted, and inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, bend backwards and stay here, breathing slowly and deeply. And inhale, come up. From here, we're going to transition into laying down, which is usually my favorite position. And what you're going to do is bring the knees up to the chest and hug them, or simply grab them with your hands. And you'll see that this feels really good. I happen to love this exercise. And so with the deep, slow breathing, we're going to rotate the knees around to the right 2, 3, 4 times, as many as you can afford. And then we're going to change directions. And I'll tell you why this exercise feels so good. And the reason is because we're massaging all the points around the sacrum. And the sacrum, I'm going to turn around now, the sacrum is a bone at the end of the lower back, and behind it there is the end of all the nerves that travel through our spine. So we're giving our whole spine, nervous system, a massage. And that's why this one is so delicious. So breathe it deeply and do as much as you can of that one. And then at the end, simply let the legs go. And take at least 2 to 3 minutes of asana. Give yourself the opportunity to relax and let it all go.